Hello, and welcome to another episode of No Answers Yet. I'm one of your hosts, Trey.
I'm the other host, Kiko Fresh.
Why are we so low energy right now? We got English on the knobs there. We got Terry
Terry.
on his terry cloth. I don't know why we're low energy because he was just laughing like some kind of. We didn't record it though. But we did get a blooper of him singing
Where are you,
"Where Are You
Christmas?
as a chipmunk,
As a Grinch, I think.
as a Grinch.
No, as Martha May, I think I was singing in like the little Who person she is.
And she's a Grinch.
No, she's not the Grinch. I really messed that up.
You did.
I did.
Just do it again.
Yeah.
Where are you, Christmas?
Somehow just as bad.
I'm reaching. My life is.
It's just not edited in any way. That's
all I got.
genuinely what he sounded like just now.
Yep. It's the magic of Kiko
You're
freshness.
feeling horrified. It's about right. It's about right.
You look horrified. I don't want you to be though,
Sitting
Trey.
next to you every week.
You love it. Brings excitement.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyways, let's move
getting
on.
down to it, we have a couple things we want to talk about today. Number one, and as you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about the whole Nike and the whole Nike thing. This is
Yeah.
probably the most politically motivated that we've ever been, I think.
Yeah, I would say so. I definitely agree with you on
So I feel like this is the first one that's actually going to have somebody annoyed, maybe.
that. It's okay.
and
We're
other
not here
people-
to annoy people. We're just here to share our opinions and our thoughts with people.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah. Again, at the end of the day, we're not trying to convince
Yeah.
anybody of anything.
Not
There are going
at
to be
all.
times when we don't agree with things, like most things. We all kind of have different opinions. It's the whole
Yeah.
point. So we fully expect you to not fully agree or to agree or whatever. But we're not here to convince you. We're here
Nope.
to talk and hear
We're just
different
sharing our
perspectives.
thoughts and our point of views.
Absolutely. And we're going to try and keep it as far neutral and objective as possible, delivering what we know to be the facts and kind of our opinions on those facts, but not spinning anything, if possible. Again,
That's the
we're
goal.
really new to this, and spinning things is super easy to do, so we're going to try. So, other thing, though, is we wanted to mention real quick is, as some of you, especially locals, will know right now, earlier, there was a crazy gas explosion thing.
Yeah, it was like
in-
30 houses were blown up
it's in Lawrence, Mass, North Andover, and
in
Andover.
Andover. Yep.
Currently, what we know is that there are 4 people being treated for injuries
Yeah.
connected, and then luckily, though, or thankfully, no deaths that we know of. And hopefully
Yeah.
it stays that way.
Yeah.
Seems to be connected to Columbia Gas, the company. They had announced earlier in the week they were going to upgrade like their gas
Yeah.
lines, and then
This tragic
happened. Yeah.
accident happened.
And apparently, it was only Columbia Gas customers that it happened to. So, if that's all there is to the story, that's all there is to the story. If more develops, we'll mention it next week. But our thoughts go out to those who are injured and really those who lost things.
Yeah.
Things can be replaced, but it still hurts. Things are important.
Yeah, those
to
people
the
at
end.
home, so it's people,
Absolutely.
yeah. So it's sad.
So, absolutely. So, here's to you, Lawrence, Andover, and North Andover.
Hmm.
So, moving on into the meat of the episode, we're going to talk about the Kaepernick thing. Do you want to go into that?
The Colin Kaepernick thing.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's a big issue right now. First of all, shout out to Miss Ashley Best. She actually reached out to us and like wanted us to talk about it, so that's why we're kind of doing this. But thank you, Miss Ashley.
Yeah, so if you get mad at us, it was requested. And what was her name? No, don't do that.
But yeah, like obviously it's a big topic right now with the whole Nike because they're showing their support to Colin Kaepernick, and obviously he can't get a job in the NFL because of he decided to take a knee during the national anthem, which my thoughts, my point of view, I don't think it makes him right. It doesn't make him wrong. It just makes him a person, makes him American, and like what he that's his way of him kind of standing for what he wanted to do. So I don't think people should bash the man
Right.
for it.
And I agree. Like, I think ultimately the right to protest is American, which has made the whole really debacle hilarious in its own right, but also just very tragic and sad that it's dividing the country in such a way, because I feel like the people, like, they're protesting something that is not America. They're protesting a specific thing, which is
Right.
racism. And the other side of it, they're seeing it as an attack on their country. This attack being a protest, which is wholly American. It's completely an American thing to protest in this way. So it's just a very, like, from the outside, an alien came down and watched it, they would be like, "This is dumb," which it is.
And it's peaceful too. It's not like he's
He's doing
not
nothing.
he's just taking a knee. And first, like, I don't know if
Right.
people really know the story, but when it first happened,
About a year ago.
yeah, he would sit on the bench,
Hmm.
and then someone who served our country, who was in the military, wrote a letter to Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick like reached out to him right away and was like, they talked and they kind of shared their point of views, and he suggested to Colin like, hey, instead of sitting, why don't you take a knee? Like, that's what a lot of us do in the service. When someone has passed away, or you say a prayer, like, you take a knee out of respect, and Colin loved it and he did it, and it's peaceful, and I don't know why people are just
And
think it's disrespectful.
he's literally taking a knee, because, like, as the serviceman said, taking a knee for those who were lost. He's taking a knee for those who are, killed in, gun violence by police or whatever like that for racist reasons. And so it's
Yeah.
like, it's literally rooted in military history, even.
Exactly.
So it's like, it does not make sense to be so up in arms about it. Yeah.
And I think, like, that's what one of the things that makes America great. Well, I thought it was like, we have that right, freedom
Yeah.
of speech and to do what we believe. And not everyone has to agree with you, but for people just to bash him, and now, like, obviously Nike supports him, and there was that big ad, which the
good for
commercial,
good
the
for
commercial,
Nike.
yeah, the commercial was awesome.
And well, I mean, not
It
just
sent
the
a-
commercial
well,
being
it sent a powerful
quality,
message,
but
though.
just good for Nike. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, their stock is up. They have succeeded greatly for this, but
Mhm.
and there was somebody out there, some ad guy who was like, "This is a smart choice to make." But for the whole, though, this was a risk. It's a
Mhm.
company taking a stance on something, which is, admirable in its own right. So, like, good for Nike backing him, because it's still ridiculous to me that, like, Kaepernick's been kind of vilified for it.
Yeah, and he definitely has a talent to play football. He's proven himself. He took a
Yeah.
team to the Super Bowl his first
And
year.
past
I
that, even
think, so.
even if he sucks, like, it has nothing.
Right,
You know
like,
what I mean?
yeah,
it's
like, why, the man is standing for someone he believes in. With we have some racism still in this country, which is sad and stupid.
not even some, just
Well, yeah, but
rampant.
yeah, and it's just like there's no need of it, and for people just to bash him and start to bash Nike, and
Mm-hmm.
people are burning their Nike shoes. I'm like,
which
if you don't want,
good
if you
job,
don't,
guys.
yeah,
You're showing
yeah.
them.
If you don't want to support Nike, that's fine, but donate them. There's people in this world
Thank
who
you.
need it. Like, why are you gonna burn it and videotape
I
it and then
saw-
post it on social media? It's like, what are you trying to prove here?
I saw this homeless shelter, and it was like, there was a sign outside, and it said, instead of burning your Nikes, why
Yeah.
don't you donate them to people who don't have the privilege of being upset about an ad campaign?
Exactly.
Because it's like,
There's like,
priorities, guys. Come on.
yeah, there's
But also, like,
Jesus.
you burning the Nikes is
Right.
not like your good job.
No.
You bought them already.
right.
You've
you
now
gave
given
Nike
them money,
your money.
and now the exchange of goods has taken place, and now you're burning the goods. Well done. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
The whole thing is dumb. So
I just think, yeah, we just need to have some better leadership in this country right now, and I think it starts with our president, and I think he just needs to. He needs to stop tweeting, and he needs to stop, downgrading this, and worrying about what these players do, and like he said a year ago, like I would love to see one of these NFL owners grab one of these SOBs and like fire them. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, that's a human being still. Like, you don't have a right to call someone an SOB.
and it's like,
Like, what are you trying to prove?
what's funny is, and we're gonna link this video. There's a video from a guy named Dale Hansen. Was his name?
Yeah,
I believe.
I believe
Dale
that was his
Hansen.
name.
Never heard of the guy before. Wow. Like, new hero, really. I mean,
Very
this guy's
great
amazing.
video, powerful
so,
video.
Yeah, it's a 3-minute video. Watch it, if you want. He mentions this, like, the language used to describe these guys who are peacefully protesting, which is an American right, is SOB.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, these guys who are marching under the Nazi flag are
Yeah.
being, like, what he says about that is there's good people on both sides. And so it's kind of like a where it's so strange. It's baffling, really. Like, if
It
you look
is.
back in time, it's just like no leader of this country ever has spoken like this or ever. And this isn't even a political thing anymore. This is just a weird man, and it's weird. The whole situation, everything about it, really.
It's a lack of leadership from our president. He's supposed to be the leader of this country and supposed to lead, us and have that foundation, have that respect, and show that high authority. And he's just treating other people like garbage, other races, religions, beliefs, and just putting people down. For no reason. Like he as a president, you're supposed to bring people together, and
Right.
he's bringing people apart from each other and just spreading negativity.
The concern here too is not just even it's not even American. Like as a globe, really, we're being divided, which is scary. I think it was like a couple months after he was elected, we were officially denounced as the free world, the leader of the free world. I think it's Germany now. So it's like nice. I've had that title for a while. There it goes. So we're getting off topic a bit. I feel like it's one of those things, though. It's really the whole, and the decision to do this episode on this topic really was kind of embracing the possibility of it, but reading between the lines sometimes, like this guy's on the field taking a knee, or I saw this thing once, somebody tweeted and it said racism has become so inherently American that when people protest racism, they think that they're protesting America. And it's like, that's not at all the point. The point is, like, he's taking a knee because he believes America's better than this.
Yeah.
He's not doing it because he thinks America sucks.
Yeah, and he's
at
trying
all.
to disrespect the flag.
At all. It has nothing to do with the flag, really.
It doesn't.
It's like he's just making a point, and he was, taking a knee for his fallen brothers, which is a military. That's a thing that people do already.
It is.
And so it's
been done for hundreds of years now. All of a sudden, an athlete does it, and now he wants an
athlete who has a motivation that does not align with
our president.
Small egos. That's all I'll say. And it's just it's frustrating to see, really, because like, really, guys, really, it's 2 years ago, 15 years ago, a president taking this much stock in what the NFL is doing.
Yeah. The NFL is not supposed to be.
They
like
don't
this.
care. I don't think I heard an Obama, Bush, Clinton. I don't think anybody's ever even said the words NFL. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care. They got other things to worry about.
Let alone call
it's so strange.
Let alone call a player an SOB.
That's
like,
so
it's
strange.
just like you're talking in front of thousands of people, and you say something like that, like grab one of these players and call him SOB. It's like, what are you, like? That's a human being. Like, I'm not sure what he's thinking. I think that he's not thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's a lot of thinking, though. But it's like, that's all I can, like, the things he says is just not right. And it's like, we need to bring people get together instead of, downgrading people, talking bad about people.
That's what I liked about the ad, really, that Nike ran, is that, like, it was good. Like, if you take away all, agendas and everything behind it, they have no point at all except for to make this point, is that, dream big, really. I mean, it's a good message already. It's been done many times, but the way this was done was really powerful. I like it a lot. It's a very good ad, and I think it needs to be said, and like, it fits.
You should dream
risk
big.
things.
You should.
That's what he did. He risked his career. They told him to stop doing it, and he kept doing it.
And obviously,
he wasn't hurting anybody. He's kneeling.
And it goes to show you, it's bigger than football. Yeah. It's a bigger purpose.
Which was his point. He was like, "This has nothing to do with football, really. It's just
exactly. This is about people and their lives and how people are treated in America. Like, it needs to stop." So I love it. Kudos to Nike. I love Nike.
Kudos to Kaepernick.
Yeah, and kudos to Kaepernick for
good
standing
for you, buddy.
up.
And I hope this is showing a trend of you actually finding work now.
Yeah.
Because I think that's been so dumb. Like, how long has he been blacklisted, basically?
A couple of years now.
Not a couple of years. It happened a year ago.
Well, he wasn't really playing with the Niners that much. Like, he was like a second string quarterback. Like, so I'd say about a year at least.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So,
yeah, it's just foolish. But yeah,
but again, good for Nike, good for Kaepernick, good for the good people in the situation, really. And not to say that the other side's bad. It's just, I think there's a misunderstanding here. It's like, I mean, I've heard people upset about this whole thing, and they think that they're actually protesting America. They think that's actually what's happening. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's literally not at all what's happening. They're not protesting the country at all. They're not protesting the flag at all. They're not. I mean, it's.
He's just standing up for what he believes in.
Yeah.
That's all. Simple as that.
And what he believes in has nothing to do with is the country good or bad. It's just frustrating. It really is. And
It's foolish.
yeah,
It's foolish.
yeah, and it just shows a trend of like the divisiveness. I think we need to be careful of it. I think and both sides need to be careful of it. I think writing people off because of certain beliefs is dangerous too. Like if you go, so and so is still supportive of so and so I have nothing to do with them. Like I don't, and it's like I think right now 47% of the country thinks that he should be impeached. 47%. So if you've run into that 53% and you go, well, I don't want to talk to you at all. It's like, okay, you may believe they're wrong. They believe you're wrong. Talk. Start a dialogue. Like get to know each other. Communicate. I think it's dangerous. Like I think encouraging further. We shouldn't be dividing at all. That's just not wise. I think we should educate each other. I think hate is caused by ignorance. I think when people don't know something, they're scared of it, and hate is a really easy train to follow after that. And so, if you push people away who are in that state, it really just kind of further cements that. So
I agree with you. Like I think like it's so easy to hate, and
it is.
people.
It's very easy.
It's just like I hate you. You don't believe in what I believe in, so that makes you wrong. Well, I'm wrong. Well, like we don't always have to agree with each other. That's good. That's what makes America so great. So let's talk to each other. Let's have that communication with you. Like share your thoughts. Let me share my thoughts. Like, but instead people just want to point the finger and judge and just hate you because that's the easy thing to do. Instead of seeing what the other person's point of view is and talking about it and having a discussion, like you said. Like that's what we should be doing, but we're doing the total opposite. So we need to stop that nonsense.
And it's not at all easy.
It's
like
not.
I want to like underline that. Like we're not saying, guys, just be better.
Just hug.
Just be
Make up.
better than you're being. Come on, because I understand as well as anybody else who lives in this country right now. Like it's like divided down the middle. I mean, it's us versus them, which is not good. It's not good, and I know it's hard. I know, like if you the same thing's happening to you. So if you come up to somebody who believes differently than you have to make that choice to communicate, but so do they. And if everyone's doing that, then I believe we will make progress in that department. I think if you meet somebody and you're willing to communicate and they aren't, move on. Like if there's nothing to be done about it, then don't. Anger doesn't help, and it's easy to be angry. It is. I mean, like I think everybody's had their fair share of that in the past couple of years, and it's like it's easy to do that, but easy things aren't always the best thing. I think there needs to be, and hopefully, leadership moving forward will be stronger, but also uniting.
Yeah.
And so we'll see that going forward. But right now, there's a void there. There's a hole that needs to be filled. And so we as a country, because we're not defined by our president, we're not defined by our leaders. We are the people. We the people is literally the first friggin' words of of whatever document that is. God, I'm a terrible American. So like it's we
stand
make that
together.
decision. We define this country.
Yeah, I agree.
We need to come together. All of us. We're not defined by anybody. If you agree with them or not, we're the country. That's us. So, I just think that's an important note. And really, like,
just learn to listen. I guess just help each other out. To, listen to each other and see where your point of view is.
Just try to do some research on what's going on before you start burning shoes.
Yeah,
maybe.
There's a lot of people that could use those shoes.
Like there's some people who burned those shoes who thought that this was about protesting America, and it's like maybe they wouldn't have if they went.
Yeah.
Oh, this is about that. So.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? Either way, donate your shoes. Don't burn them.
Yeah.
Ever. It needs to be said, I guess.
It does. It does.
So, I don't know if we have anything else to say. This is the shortest episode ever.
It's good though. It's short, but it's powerful. I feel like we said some powerful stuff. Hopefully,
Well, I mean, that's for
people to please comment. Let us know what you guys think of it. Please, let us
and
know
if you disagree, that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't again. We're not here to convince you of anything.
We're not here to make you believe in something. We're just here to share our thoughts and what we kind of see and what that's it.
So
we still love you guys no matter what.
Absolutely, and we made it 21 episodes before we got political. So that's pretty impressive.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I think I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah,
I'm proud of me.
I'm impressed by you every day. So,
hey, thanks, buddy. Back at you.
Hey,
oh my god! And you know who else I'm impressed by?
Who?
Tyler England.
Yes.
But you know who I'm impressed by more?
Who?
Good old Terry.
He
manages to sit there.
He stands for America. Terry stands for America.
That's an eagle. There you go. That's an eagle right there. So we're gonna let it go with that. Very strong point.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Song of the week is gonna be. I thought it was apt. Was a few 2 months back. I was between two songs. You may remember it was dramatic. It was a bloodbath, really. Deciding between them, and he kind of just threw it, just kind of with a wave of the hand said, "Go with Christina Aguilera," and I did. And what's funny is that since then, I've not heard that song on the radio at all.
Oh.
But I've heard this one on the radio a million times, and I'm like, somebody was watching, and they said that Kiko was wrong.
Hey, it can happen.
Or quite the opposite. They didn't watch, and they didn't know that it was a hit.
That can happen too.
But this one's also amazing. I love the song. And again, there's a reason why I was between these two. So it's Liberated by Dej Loaf. It's a beautiful song. It's one of my favorites. And I think it's also very appropriate for the topic this week. Again, try not to thematicize the episodes, but there you have it.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah. So any outro words of wisdom to end on?
I just hope people watching, they enjoy it, and I don't want people to agree with us. I just want people to do more research and kind of open up your ears. And,
I guess that's it too. Yeah, not even that we want you to agree with our opinions. We want you to actually have opinions that are informed. Like, go research, because if you go online and you research everything about this and you still believe the same things, that's cool.
That's fine. Yeah,
that's good. Like, now you have an informed opinion about whatever it is. So that's, I think, that's always good. But also, again, the main point is division is bad. We want to come together as a country. This is ours. Make or break it.
Let's make it.
Yep.
I like it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
As always, I'm Trey.
It's your boy Kiko Fresh.
And England on the knobs. And we will see you next week. What did you say? Bug? What did you say? His head just. We will see you next week.
We out.
Terrible.